Days after the release of two reports detailing the dangers of climate change, a group of lawmakers in the House is introducing legislation to do something about it. The landmark bill is the first bipartisan climate legislation in a decade, and 3 Florida lawmakers are involved. Our Washington, D.C. Bureau reporter Samantha-Jo shows us how it could impact the country's footprint.
It's not a partisan issue. This is an issue of just doing what's right for the environment.
A coalition of lawmakers on both sides of the aisle say enough is enough. It's time to make a change.
A lot of people don't seem to get that you can be very conservative in many areas. Very good, strong conservative Republican. At the same time, we want to protect.
That's why they're introducing sweeping legislation that would tax carbon emissions and return the money directly to the taxpayer. The proposed charge would be $15 per metric ton of carbon emitted, and the price would increase by $10 every year afterward.
No, I don't believe it.
This comes days after President Trump told reporters he doesn't believe his own government's climate change report, predicting quality of life and economic growth will suffer.
I think what we need to do is understand that very intelligent people within the administration came up with that report. You can't ignore the facts. 3
of the bill's 5 co-sponsors are from Florida.
I think Florida is probably more at risk than any state. I mean, at least South Carolina and North Carolina and Georgia have highlands a few miles in. We do not.
The bill, which has been in the works for months, isn't likely to become law this session. That's because all bills need to be passed and signed by the president before the end of the year or they expire. But lawmakers say they intend to reintroduce it at the beginning of next session.
3 Democrats, 3 Republicans co-sponsoring. But in addition to that, we now have a bipartisan Congress. We have a Democratic House, a Republican Senate. What better time to work in concert in a bipartisan way to do what's right for the people of America and certainly the people of Florida.
In Washington, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum, News 13.
This is the second major carbon tax bill introduced by a Florida Republican this year. The bill aims to reduce carbon pollution by 40% within 10 years, with a 91% reduction by 2050.